While Canada was largely left out of any day one executive orders signed by President Trump at his inauguration ceremony, the country is being warned to remain on the offensive. Last night, Trump suggested his 25% tariffs were still an item on his agenda. Tessa Bennett has been following the story for us. Tessa, how much time does Canada have to prepare?
Manisa, the new date penciled in to impose these tariffs is February 1st. Trudeau and his cabinet ministers wrapped up a retreat today, saying Canada would respond with robust and rapid measures.
If the president does choose to proceed with tariffs on Canada, Canada will respond, and everything is on the table.
The Canadian economy was given a short-lived reprieve on Monday when Trump revealed his damaging tariffs would be coming later than anticipated. The country watched President Trump's inauguration with bated breath as he signed his first executive orders. And while 25% taxes on Canadian exports were not among the first orders sent out, Trump says they're still coming down the pipeline.
It makes more sense, I think, as a negotiating tactic, try to keep the other side off balance and always guessing what's going to happen.
The threat of tariffs on Canadian goods came about after the incumbent president expressed concern over the shared border in relation to the flow of migrants and illicit drugs. Canada acted quickly, hoping to stave off the economic blow by beefing up border security with a pledge of more than $1 billion over 6 years. The new security push is based on 5 things: disrupting fentanyl trade, introducing new tools for law enforcement, better coordination with the U.S. side of the border, enhanced information sharing, and limiting the amount of border traffic. But border security expert Kelly Sundberg says this may not be enough to appease Trump's concerns.
Well, the new measures are a drop in the bucket of what's needed, and most of it is security theater. It's $1.3 billion over 6 years. We can either be treated like TikTok, where we're trying to appease and play some sort of circus games to appease the Trump administration, or we can do what we should do and protect our sovereignty and to protect our borders.
Cabinet ministers addressed the media yesterday while heading into the Liberal retreat, focused on Canada's tariff response, and talked about the measures already in place at the Canadian border.
We have a very strong border, and what we're doing is making it stronger. Stronger for Canada and stronger for the United States.
It was all about the border. And we did the job on the border. We got some good feedback, and even over the weekend, when we were engaging with the border czar, Tom Homan, he was giving us good feedback because the first Black Hawk helicopters were at the border.
The Canada Border Services Agency is taking carriage of many of these new security measures and are showing off some of the results. On Tuesday, Toronto police and CBSA agents announced a cocaine bust that happened at the border, where $83 million worth of illegal drugs were seized. Police say the illicit material traveled from Mexico through the United States and into Canada. Regardless of this border security expansion, though, Trump insists tariffs are still on the horizon. And if Canada responds by matching with tariffs of our own, Canadian consumers would feel the pinch.
I think a targeted approach is probably going to be much more effective relative to the pain that it'll cause Canadian consumers.
The directive Trump gave to federal agencies yesterday was to reevaluate the trade partnership between our two countries, with results expected April 1st.